Welcome to my new VW California Coast, which I've got for 7 days from Volkswagen Commercial UK. This is in Fortana Red Metallic. It's the California Coast model, so sort of like mid-entry level car, if that makes sense. I'm absolutely blown away. I've never, and sorry I've got my sunglasses on, it's super sunny. I have got this car for the Goodwood Festival of Speed. So I've booked a campsite and paid for, which gives me from the Wednesday to the Monday. And I'm going to be camping in this. Can you believe it? Absolutely brilliant. The traditional VW camper. This is the 2T7. So the, well, yeah, essentially the latest model, 2026. But also this model is now based on more of a car platform. So my understanding is it's more of like a stretched out Golf. So you get more driving dynamics, and I have been out in the drive so far in it, about half an hour, and I can feel that it doesn't drive like a van. It drives really, really nicely. And I might show you a bit of a point of view in this sort of film. I'm filming this on the Tuesday before Goodwood Festival of Speed. I've paid for tickets for the Thursday, Friday and the Sunday. I've paid for the campsite. This car is the only thing that's been lent to me by VW Commercial for 7 days. So that's just the transparency around that. This model is the 2-litre diesel, 150 PS, 7-speed DSG, they're all DSG. You can get a 2-litre petrol and you can get the 2-litre hybrid. The hybrid has 4-wheel drive, the other models have front-wheel drive. This has front-wheel drive too. The Fortana Red Metallic looks brilliant. And check it out, California. You can technically sleep 4 in this. I am solo camping, so for those solo single people out there, that's what I'm going to be using this for. And I believe as a result, there's a couple of things which you might need 2 people to help you out. So I might need people in the campsite to help me out in terms of getting the ooring down. You can then have your tables and chairs. This T7 model, it means you get the opening doors on both sides now. So that's where your fridge, your gas hob is. I can't actually believe it. I can't stop smiling about it all. Yeah, it's just incredible. And so far, you know, it's driven really nicely. You've got Coast sort of written on the side too. It's going to be interesting sleeping in here because I've never done camping before. That's a new experience. And sort of swapping, oh, check out that moth. and swapping my Golf R for this, because obviously my Golf R is now parked up. And I've had that for 9 years. So I'm more into the driving dynamics of a car for that subjective feel. This car does have the dynamic chassis control as well. It's on the 18-inch wheels. You can get 17s, and I believe it goes up to 19s. I would say 18s are probably the sweet spot. I think 17s look too small on, you know, a 2.5-ton vehicle like this. Look at that colour. You can control everything from the app as well. So you just type in the VIN of the car, and you can sort of use all the features on there. The air conditioning at night, it's got all the blinds. I mean, there's going to be too much for me to learn over the 7 days, basically. I'm actually probably going to need your help in the comments if you can help me out how to use these things. I've heard of fuel from Sweden with roof boxes, but a lot of people do like tents now. But this is actually the more authentic do everything. I've got an electric port to park up with, so I can essentially use the air conditioning, which will be handy. Without electric, it can run for 24 hours without needing to turn the vehicle on. It's obviously a diesel. I believe it's got a 57-litre tank, which is smaller than some competitors, but it's showing 470 miles at the moment, so plenty enough. There's the California. Tinted windows as well, and you can put all the blinds up too. I think I'll start with the back actually a little bit, because you can basically, these fold down, this is where I'll be sleeping, and it's got a mattress back here, as you can see. You've then got this app here with the phone, which you can see and you can connect your phone up to. You've got in here, if you want to, you've got, and sorry it's a bit dark, you've got one gas hob and a tap for your sink and your water, and you can tell how much that is. You've got storage under there, you've got storage here. Yeah, you obviously got your mattress, that folds down. You've got a fridge down here as well, which I won't open just yet because I'm still trying to get used to anything. That goes forward. These swivel, that also goes up, and you can sleep another 2 up there. Now, I'm relatively slim. I would say realistically, if you want to be comfortable, it's 1 person here or 1 person up there. But if you're close relationship with someone, you could definitely get 2 down here and 2 up there. I mean, that's what it's designed for. I love how it's based on kind of like a golf platform in some ways, because you want it to drive like a car. You've got all the guides. I mean, there's a billion things for me to learn. You've got like armrests, but the materials are actually sort of designed to be a bit more hard wearing just for the price point. On the price point, the California Coast, the new model, starts from essentially £70,000. And this model, with all the options that it's got, are £77,000. And I'll go through it all in sort of like a later video, I think, once I've had the 7 days of it to give you that experience. Yeah, so 77,000. But I say it's 77,000. The good thing about these cars or vehicles is that they have extremely good residuals. So as a result, VW Californias hold their money really, really well. So if you do get it on like a lease or anything like that, or a finance, it actually is more affordable than you would think. So it's not just a case of like, oh, this is nearly a near £80,000 car, but it's essentially it's a mobile home. And the thing is, which I really want to get into touch with, because I'm driving down to Goodwood, so I'm based just outside North London in Hertfordshire. I've got a bit of a journey down to Goodwood, obviously park up and camp and obviously get back. How a vehicle actually drives is more important to me. You could be travelling hundreds and hundreds of miles, 500-600 miles to Scotland or to anywhere in the UK or even abroad. How a car drives is just as important as in how all the functionality is, to be honest, because that's such a big part of it all. Yeah, you've got all the infotainment. So it's kind of like previous gen, but it works fine. You've got the sort of touch slidey controls, you've got the dash, you've got physical buttons, and it feels, I mean, that's exactly the same as my Mark 7 Golf R. It's exactly the same. The gearbox is super smooth, steering is super light. You've got a sport mode and a normal mode as well. You've got so many cubby holes, and I love like stuff down here. You can put stuff down there, you can swivel the seats, you've got glove boxes there, you've got glove storage bins there, you've got glove box there. It's kind of got absolutely everything. It really has, and I can't stop smiling. Again, apologies for the sunglasses, I kind of want to take them off. This is probably one of the most incredible experiences I'm ever gonna have. And to take it to the Goodwood Festival of Speed, because I'm actually I'm now a GRRC member, which, if you're not familiar with that, which I'm not as familiar with, you basically just get like access to like breakfast clubs, and you get a few more things at the Goodwood Festival of Speed to enjoy. It's a fellowship membership, and that's all me personally, you know, just what I enjoy. I've paid for it myself, and I enjoy that kind of stuff. So to have the full experience with a camper like this, it's going to be absolutely incredible, absolutely incredible. Doors are a little bit heavier, and I think that's the thing that I'm probably anxious about a little bit, in terms of, you know, just having it with myself. I'm gonna have to, obviously I'll be parked up with other people who are camping too. I mean, we're in an amazing area here, an amazing sun. Interesting to know what it's going to be like to sleep, how that's going to be, and how I'm going to use everything really. I do like the wheels. It's on Hankook tyres. I think 18s, like I said, suit it. The design is really, really nice, but it's all subjective. You've got the VW badge, that Fortana red metallic, but quite like a short overhang. So actually driving it, it doesn't feel too bad. It definitely feels like that car kind of platform. California, they're big chunky door mirrors, but all kind of like hard wearing stuff. It's not like yeah, anything complicated. You've got your diesel tank too. And you can open up the back, which you can see here. I want to try and give you all the views that you can. Hopefully it comes up well in 4K for you. Yeah, open her up and out she comes. And then you can unstrap this and you get a table and chairs. You've got your electric hookup. You've then got a kind of like disconnect stuff here, I believe. This is me learning bits. What does that open? I think there is a section. I mean, you guys probably have to help me. You like disconnect, so you've got your water, you can have a little shower here as well. I don't really know what everything does, to be honest, but I know that's the electric mains. There is like a shut off for the electric stuff, which is obviously you have to do. The isolator, that'll get my words right now. I like the design. I don't know if it has an electric tailgate, or if you can get an electric tailgate option, but long story short, yeah, let's see. See, I'm always anxious, like what pulls it down, what doesn't. This is why I'm sort of learning everything. Yeah, there's a lot to kind of learn, but essentially, I mean, it's a pretty cool piece of kit, isn't it? What a cool piece of kit. Yeah, I've got my dad with me today to kind of help me out with it. I'm going to shut it myself like this. I don't know if that's the right way or the wrong way. Normally you get it through the badge. Yeah, I would like to show you what it's like as a point of view to drive, because as I show you another little look into it, really just simple to use. And I literally have had this dropped off to me today. That's why I'm so excited. Let's go for a short point of view and share with you just a little bit of what this drives, what I've kind of understood with it so far today. And then, yeah, you can check out what my experience is like at the Goodwood Festival of Speed in a future film on the channel. So yeah, let's take this super cool car with its super cool designs, as you can see, authentic VW camper van, the T7, electric, everything. Little spoiler as well, which I like that. And this can be used on both sides. You can hook it up on the other side as well, and you can open it all up like that. I do like the design, very simple. It's not like overcomplicated or overwhelming. And I was so surprised getting in it. I've never driven a car. I've driven an ID Buzz before a little bit, and that felt more like a van and a bit heavier than this. But obviously I've got this for 7 days, so I can really get up to speed with what it's like and how it drives. But yeah, for someone who has no idea how to camp, or have no idea what a vehicle like this is, how to use and to drive, this is like a first impression. So hopefully that's going to be really helpful to those who want to know, because I'm just going to say it as it is. This is how I experienced it. This is what it's like. And yeah, if you've got one, get involved in the comments and let us know, you know, leave a long comment of what your new California T7 is like. If you've got a previous generation California, the T6 or the T5, let us know how you found that too. It's got all the sensors as well, parking sensors all around, or like lane assist. It's got like country lane assist, so it sort of pulls you back into the right sort of mode to help you out, basically. It's designed to help you drive. You look after it, it looks after you, and we all get along and have a happy, friendly time. But I keep thinking of like Little Miss Sunshine, if you ever watched that film. Yeah, being a mid-30s guy, you know, I just picture it like, yeah, some cool adventures to come in it. But let me take you for a point of view, and we'll end sort of it there. But yeah, I cannot believe I got this incredible car, and I'm very grateful for my support to be able to have this opportunity from VW. And yeah, on to the Goodwood Festival of Speed soon. But yeah, let's take it for a little point of view, and we'll go from there. So let's go for a little drive, just an early point of view to kind of get used to this. I'm obviously getting used to it too. There's lots and lots to learn, and apologies if it's a bit bumpy and stuff, but hey, we're all kind of learning here. So you've got sort of like the new 2026 infotainment for this T7, but you essentially foot on the brake, push the start stop. I've got my dad with me in the car as well, so we're experiencing this. Yeah, power on, which I think it is on. There we go. Starts up, obviously. And I hope it gives you guys kind of like an impression of what it's like kind of driving a vehicle like this, essentially. Because this is, yeah, this is what it's like, what the driving dynamics are and how it kind of goes about. That's pretty much most of it. I mean, you've got settings for days to learn, lots for me to learn, I'm not going to lie. Probably too much to learn. But what I loved about driving this is because if you're going to be doing hundreds and hundreds of miles in a car, you're going to be behind the wheel. And because this is based on a Golf platform, guess what? It drives really nicely like an actual proper car. That's what's so great about it. We've got an older Mark 7 Golf in front of us. And to be in something like this, with this kind of weather, this is just super exciting. And I was feeling quite overwhelmed and anxious when I first looked at this car. When the Volkswagen, they used DHL, dropped it off, I was like, what am I going to do with this? This is massive, you know, for little old Sam. And but the moment I started driving it, I felt a lot more relaxed and comfortable. Now, the thing, I do kind of think the four-wheel drive might be better for the UK, simply because we get a lot of rain. Now, we've got quite a tight turning here, but the turning circle is supposed to be really good. And as I've just noticed here, it is really good. So that's a new experience there. And it's just about taking things easier in a bigger vehicle like this. But what I can definitely tell you is, being a Mark 7 Golf R owner for 9 years, there are elements where it feels like a Golf. That's what I like about it. Whether it's the steering wheel with the sort of the manual touch buttons, no haptic anymore. The dash is very similar to like the Mark 8 Golf. Even the 8.5 from that display, this is more 8. The 2-litre diesel, it hasn't got that much power, but what it has got is a lot of torque. And that's what really helps you out, particularly on the road. Brakes have felt good. This particular car is 2,500 miles old, so I mean, it's going to be as good as you can get. Do I think the 4-wheel drive would be better, but then you'd get the hybrid? You can then travel, I believe, 60 miles without having any noise. But then you're going to have the extra weight of the hybrid system. I mean, that car's going to be more like 2.8 tons from when I checked it before. Handling wise, it's actually surprisingly really good. I can't even quite believe it. And obviously I'm going to have quite, you know, the 7 days with it taking up to Goodwood. That's what's going to be super exciting. You know, to be like a Goodwood, to be at Goodwood, to enjoy these kind of things and to experience this and camping with it is going to be really, really great. And sadly, someone stopped right there. And yeah, just getting through. Because of the steering weight, it feels lighter than it actually is. I just have to keep aware of myself that I'm in a bigger vehicle. And, you know, you're going down narrow lanes. You just got to be kind of safe with that kind of aspect. On the motorway, this is a proper just cruiser. You could just literally just fall asleep on this. With the chassis control, on the 18-inch wheels, it feels great. And obviously I'm going to experience it more and share it with you more. But when you do get to your camping destination, you're going to have narrower lanes. And what is it like to actually drive, to be behind the wheel and to experience a VW California, the California Coast? Well, this is what it's like. I like the brakes. I like the throttle response as well. I actually like it just in its default drive mode. That's what makes it more simple to me. I kind of wish the parking had more of an area view to it. But perhaps I need to play around with it a lot more. And again, get involved in the comments in terms of stuff that I could use to know, which might be quite helpful. I did find the isolator for the electric. It was just in that first cupboard, so that's good. So kind of worked that out. And yeah, and all the stalks are obviously all golden-like. It does rattle a bit, but I heard that because of all the plastics and all the different sort of sunshades and everything you've got, you can probably hear that on camera. It is a bit rattly. Now, we're pulling out onto a 60-mile-an-hour road here, so you kind of got to be safe. But we can go, so let's go. As I said, the turning circle is really good. Foot flat down in drive. Apologies if the camera is not 100%, but I wanted to give you a picture. And that's 60. It's obviously into over 10, 11 seconds to 60 miles an hour, but I've not felt like it's slow. And it's not like it's ever going to get any heavier than this. You can obviously put a suitcase in it. But other than that, yeah, it's just exciting. It's exciting to be a part of this. And I just wanted to give you this initial kind of like point of view, because what is it like behind the wheel? And what is it like from a complete novice and first impressions for someone camping for the first time as well? That's what you're going to see when I go to the Goodwood Festival of Speed. I actually really like the assists in terms of like the country lane assists and the braking, and it's just there to help me out. And that's important when you've got a vehicle of this kind of size and weight and price point. And I look at the bigger picture. Residuals are really, really important, and because this holds its money really, really well, your money is safer, and you are essentially driving around in a mobile home, aren't you? So that's what's so cool about it. Yeah, I like it. Obviously, it's super sunny, as you can see today. I mean, it's hopefully going to be sunny at Goodwood as well. In the wet, my gut is telling me I'd want the four-wheel drive. That's just what I would probably prefer. But it's kind of up to you on that kind of side of things. Yeah, so here we go. That's pretty much it. I like how they thought kind of a little bit more about the driver by building it more based on a car platform, and that is noticeable the moment I've got behind the wheel. And obviously after the 7 days and the hundreds of miles and the camping at Goodwood, which you're going to see in the next video, once I've done that all, so comment on this to help me out. We've got a big lorry there. That will be what you, yeah, you're going to hopefully get a good impression of what this is like. So before, as we're kind of stuck in traffic and bits, I wanted just to give you that kind of impression of what it's like behind the wheel. It's good. It's a really good drive, and I read that about in an Autocar magazine. This exact car, this exact press car was there, and I was quite impressed by the fact that they were saying about the quality, and it's worth it. If you're going to do it from more of a premium vehicle. That's the key. I love the high driving position. I love the adjustability, the comfort of the seats. It's a really nice, relaxing place to be, and a relaxing vehicle to spend time with. And I got so much to learn. Like, even setting up the blinds, you've got to kind of put some metal rods in it to do the front, and then all around the side. I don't know how to do that all, but I'm gonna hopefully intuitively learn what that's all like. That's what the experience is. So start, stop as well. Yeah, there we go. Let me know in the comments if you've got one. Let people know what this California Coast is like, or if you've got any of the other T7 models, as I said before, because my channel is a community channel, and ultimately it's here to help you out, help real owners out, and yeah, to understand what it's like and to give feedback. Think of it as like a little comment feedback form. And you know, down these sort of narrow lanes that you can kind of see me going down now, and I've already had experiences where there's been trucks on the other side. You know, obviously the parking sensors can come on. It feels good. It feels like I could drive 500 miles to Scotland straight away. And like, this is the first time I've been behind the wheel of it. So what's that kind of saying? Brakes feel really, really good. I mean, it's got a sport mode and a normal mode and drive and comfort. I don't know any owner who would stick this in sport, personally, because it's a 2.5 ton vehicle. And you know, it's no Golf R, which is I share on the channel. It's a humble, well, you're driving around in like a studio flat. Yeah, I like it. I like it so much. And I can't believe it got dropped off to me. I just can't believe it. And I'm going to experience it. Never camped before, never spent time in it. Will I know what I'm doing? Who knows? But thank you so much for watching. And I hope this sort of like initial introduction, this first impressions, has helped you out. And get involved in the comments. And we will, yeah, I will see you on the next one after I've been at the Goodwood Festival of Speed 2026, where I will experience camping for the first time in this car, and obviously more miles coming from mine and living with it. It's gonna be one heck of a cool experience for me, and I hope you enjoy it by coming along. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and yeah, get involved in the comments on this California Coast.